Hello children, in the last video I had explained you how to compare two given like search. Now today I am going to teach you how to perform the basic operations of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division on search. But before I start the topic, please remember that such type of basic operations can only be performed on like search. How they are performed, let us make that more clear with the help of question number 6 in practice set 2.3. Now the very first sub question which has been given to us is 5 in square root of 3 and 8 in square root of 3. Now this 5 in square root of 3 as well as this 8 in square root of 3, both are like search. Why? Because both are having the radicand square root of 3 same as well as the order is also same. I would like to tell you here, these are called as actually mixers. Why? Because a part of the radicand has been taken out and placed outside the radical sign. If this 5 would have been taken inside, then it would have been what? 25. And 25 into 3 would have been, given us square root of 75. Similarly, this could be written like square root of 192. So both are same. These are just the simplest forms. So how to perform? Let us come to our main this point, which is how to add these two like search. Here we just have to add the rational coefficients of both these mixers. How? See here, you just write in the bracket 5 plus 8, and since the radicand is same, so this radicand square root of 3 has to be written only once. Now 5 plus 8 gives you 13. So we have got the answer 13 and square root of 3. So in this way we have to solve this simplified question, which is very easy. Let us move on to our next question, which is 9n square root of 5 minus 4n square root of 5 plus square root of 125. Now if you look at this, you will find that this and this, both these first two searches are like search. Why? Because we are having the same radicand, that is square root of 5, as well as both the radicands are having the same order, that is 2. But this square root of 125, this is not same as these two searches. So first we have to convert this third search in more simplified form so that it will match with these two searches. So how can we do that? See, 125 can be written as 25 into 5. Now what is the square root of 25? Square root of 25 is nothing but 5. So I have written this 5 out, and this 5 continues to remain inside the radical sign. So we have got 5 under root 5. Now all these three searches are like searches because they are having the same radicand 5 as well as the same order 2. Now again we have to follow the same procedure. First you write this rational coefficient 9 out, then put this minus sign, then you write this 4, put this plus sign. Why? Because plus sign is given here in the question. Then you write this 5, bracket close, and write the same radicand only once, that is square root of 5. So now follow the BODMAS rule. Now between plus and minus, whichever sign is given earlier, that operation has to be performed first. So 9 minus 4 gives you 5. So we will write here 5. So 5 plus 5 we have got, and here square root of 5. Then 5 plus 5 give you 10, and square root of 5, this radicand remains as it is. So this is the final answer of ours, 10 and square root of 5. So in this way you can simplify any two or more than two given searches. The third sub question of question number 6 is 7n square root of 48 minus square root of 27 minus square root of 3. Now if you pay attention to these three searches, you will find that the radicands of all these three searches are different. Now if you look at this, this is already in its most simplified form, isn't it? Square root of 3. But if you look at this square root of 48 and square root of 27, 27, these are not in their simplified forms. So you know that we can perform the operations of addition subtraction only on like such. So first let us try to simplify these two first given search. So see here 48. 48 can be written as 16 threes are 48. So 16 into 3 minus 27 can be written as 9 multiplied by 3 minus square root of 3. Okay. Now the square root of 7 remains here and the square root of 16, which is 4, that comes out. 7 multiplied by 4 will get, and this 3 continues to remain inside the radical sign. Then this minus sign comes and square root of 9 is what? 3, so it comes out, and this 3 continues to remain inside the radical sign minus square root of 3. Now 7 multiplied by 4 is what? 28, and square root of 3 minus 3 and square root of 3 minus square root of 3. So now here we are having all the 3 like such, isn't it? Square root of 3, square root of 3, square root of 3, and the orders are also same, that is 2. So what we have to do next? We have to take this 28, this minus, then 3, then this minus. Now look here, in this third, the rational coefficient is actually 1, which is invisible here. So don't consider that there is no rational coefficient here. If there is no rational coefficient here outside the radical sign, consider here that there is 1. So here you write 1, close the bracket and write the common radicand, that is square root of 3. Now what is 28 minus 3? 28 minus 3 is nothing but 25, and 25 minus 1 is what? 24, isn't it? 28 minus 3 is 25, 25 minus 1 is what? 24. And write down this same radicand, which is square root of 3. So this is our final answer. Okay. Now let us see question number 4. What is question number 4? Square root of 7 minus 3 upon 5 under root 7 plus 2 under root 7. Okay. Now if you look at these 3 surds, here all these 3 surds are like surds. Why? Because we are having the same radicand, square root of 7, as well as these radicands are having the same order, 2, 2 and 2. Now what is left now? What has to be done now? We have to just add and subtract the rational coefficients of these surds according to the BODMAS rule. So what we have to do is, here there is invisible 1 outside square root of 7. So write there 1 in the bracket. Then write this minus. Then 3 upon 5 you write. Then plus 2. Bracket close. And then you write square root of 7 as the same radicand. Then here there is invisible 1 below. Now this is a complete fraction, 3 upon 5. Now here actually this is a whole number, but this can be written in the form of a rational number as 1 upon 1. To make it more simpler for the students who do not understand this. See, 1, 5 and 1 we are having 3 different denominators. So what we have to do in addition and subtraction of fractions, first we have to make the denominator same. So what would be the denominator here? Same. LCM of 1, 5 and 1 is 5. Now see, 1 multiplied by 5 is 5. So here also 1 multiplied by 5 is 5 minus. Here 3 will continue to remain as it is. 1 multiplied by 5 is 5. So 2 multiplied by 5. 1 multiplied by 5 is 5. So 2 multiplied by 5 is what? 10. So write there plus 10. And here the same radicand 7. Now see, 5 minus 3 is what? 2. 2 plus 10 is what? 12. So 12 upon 5 we are having. And square root of 7. So this is your final answer. Now if you can simplify this fraction more, then you can further perform the simplification or make it in the lowest form. But now this is the lowest form of this fraction, so I have kept it like this. So the final answer is 12 upon 5 and square root of 7. So in this way you can simplify the given surds. Let us see now how to do the multiplication of surds. See, here multiplication is a bit different from addition and subtraction of surds in a way that here you do not need to have the same radicand, but the order must be same. So let us solve question number 7 of practice set 2.3 given in your textbook. Multiply and write the answer in the simplest form. So the very first step in this is we have to write the given surds in their simplest form. For example, we have been given 3 and square root of 12 and square root of 18. Now 3 and square root of 12. So 12 can be written as 4 into 3 and 18 can be written as 9 into 2. So in the next step we can write the square root of 4, which is 2, out in this way, and 3 continues to remain in the radical sign. Similarly, the square root of 9 comes out, which is 3, and 2 continues to remain inside the radical sign. Now this can be separately written as 3 into 2. This now 2 and this mixer 2 and square root of 3 can be written as 2 into square root of 3. Similarly, this can be written as 3 into square root of 2. Now whichever are the whole numbers, those whole numbers can be written along with each other together, that is, and square root of 3 and square root of 2 can be written like this. So 3 2s are 6 and 6 3s are 18, and now these two surds which are not having the same radicand but the orders are same, they can be written inside the same radical sign by multiplying both of them. That is, 3 has to be multiplied by 2. So we have got the final answer as 18 and square root of 6. This is the answer of the first sub question. So in this way we have to do the multiplication of the given surds. Question number 2 is 3 and square root of 12 and 7 and square root of 15. Now see, again we are going to follow the same procedure. 3 and square root of 12. So 12 can be written as 4 into 3 and 15 can be written as 5 into 3. Now 4 square root, that is 2, which will come out. So we are going to have 3 into 2, and this 3 continues to remain inside the radical sign. Multiplied by this 7. Now this 5 is also not a perfect square, 3 is also not a perfect square. So we can write both of them separately like this. Square root of 5 into square root of 3. Now let us write all these whole numbers together. 3 into 2 into 7, and let us write these surds together. Square multiplied by square root of 3 multiplied by square root of this 3 and multiplied by square root of 5. Now 3 2s are 6 and 6 7s are 42. So we can write here 42 multiplied by. Now see, square root of 3 into square root of 3 gives you 3. This is known to you. Multiplied by square root of 5. So 42 multiplied by 3 will give you 126 and square root of 5. So in this way, this is the final answer, 126 and square root of 5. So I hope you have understood how to multiply the given surds. Question number 3 is 3 and square root of 8 into square root of 5. Now how we can do this? 8 can be written as 4 into 2 multiplied by square root of 5. So 4 square root, 2 will come out, and this 2 will continue to remain inside the radical sign. Now this can be further written as 3 into 2 into square root of 2 into square root of 5. So 3 into 2 6, and this can be written as 2 into 5. I am removing this multiplication multiplication sign here itself. So 6 and square root of 10 is the final answer. Next question is 5 and square root of 8 into 2 and square root of 8. See here this question, although I can write 8 as 4 into 2, but here I have got 2 square root of 8s. So you know that when one square root of 8 is multiplied by the another one, then we get 8 as the answer. So I am keeping it like this, 5 into square root of 8. First I am writing this separately, and then I am writing it in this way, under root 8 into under root 8 here. So I am getting 10 into, you know that square root of 8 multiplied by square root of 8 gives you 8. So 10 into 8 is what? 80. So 80 is the final answer. So this is how you can multiply the given surds. So we have completed our question number 7 of